Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic06 and Sonic's in trouble. Oh shit, there's loads of robots. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hi Silver, how are you? Haven't seen you since you last tried to kill me. This is interesting.
You look like you're in a hurry. So, what's going on?
It's kind of in his business card, Silver. He's, you know, fast. Not in this game, but in most games.
I need to rescue the princess.
That line. That's a terrible line. That doesn't really explain fucking anything. Circumstances have changed. Alright then, I guess I'll trust you. So now we're off to Kingdom Valley. And to be fair, this is probably one of my favourite levels in the game. It's a bit... the only criticism I would have for it is that it's a bit long. But I'll say that it's actually pretty well designed. It's not it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, and it's certainly a lot better than you know. I mean, the worst level in the game I think is Flame Core, so it's a lot fucking better than Flame Core. Getting that, you bastard. And that was the homing attack fucking me over. I wanted to try and get into that ring there. That's pretty well designed, that little bounce, that little thing, you know, knock it into that. That works fairly well. That's never screwed up. It's not for me anyway. Multiple hit enemies. I will always hate Sonic heroes for introducing multiple hit enemies. And we got a 1-up. Nice. The crab enemies are actually pretty simple to take down, although they can be... They're actually one of the more annoying enemies, now that I think about it. You hit... Fucking you. I hate them because of the... No, I missed that. I got shot out of the fucking air because I had no rings. Damn it. I hate it. But yeah, the crab enemies are probably the most annoying, not because of what they are, but because of the fact that they drop circular bombs. And, you know, if you hit them just after they've dropped one, it can be kind of annoying to... They can be annoying to deal with. I missed. Lost all my fucking rings. Yeah, I did say this was one of my favourite levels, though. I really don't like this game, though, so that's not saying fucking much. And then these guys are... These are the beefed up ones that are, like, rock. Got like a rock kind of pattern. What the fuck happened there? Yeah, this is where you should probably do the bounce attack to get rid of them quicker. I would say this bounce attack is actually a pretty good addition to Sonic's repertoire, which was introduced in... What was it introduced in? It was introduced in Sonic Adventure 2 and pretty much only came back in this game. Hasn't come back since. Not that I can remember anyway. It's a pretty decent move that I like using, especially in this game, to get rid of the enemies with like large health bars and stuff. It's good for that, and it's good in Adventure 2 for getting up to ledges that would normally be too high to reach. Anyway, first section of Kingdom Valley done. It's split up into, I think, 4 sections. You get a Sonic section, and now here's our first introduction. Oop, yeah. Our introduction is Silver's gameplay. You noticed I haven't played Silver in a while. I was trying to remember how the fuck to do it. Okay. So Silver is the thing. I kind of like Silver's gameplay. I think it's pretty fun. You know, you use your telekinesis using the right trigger, and I don't know why I like that. That's kind of a nice little thing to do. I enjoy doing that. Yeah. But the biggest problem that Silver's gameplay has is when you've picked up multiple things at once. And it's pretty much the biggest problem, which... So there's two big problems with Silver's gameplay. One, you get a load of boxes or a load of items to throw, and they will just bounce off each other. Yeah, you can... the best way to do that is to... when you're flying... I guess it's not really flying, but when you're floating... Where the fuck did that come from? But when you're floating is to, you know, press the button repeatedly. But yeah, so the first big problem is that when you get a load of boxes, they just hit off each other and you can't hit what you want to hit. The bigger problem is the fact that... Oh, that box spawned in. The bigger problem is that you don't have any form of... Fuck, what's happening with you? That is weird. What the hell happened there? It's kind of weird because they keep spawning in on top of you, so the spawn point is just above you, there. So it'll keep falling on that platform, but it just looks weird, and it's lazy. That voice clip it gets so fucking annoying after you've played through Silver's level. So you flap your wings and it feels a lot better, but anyway, you get a lot more distance. Similar trick with Omega when you get to play as him. But yeah, with Silver's gameplay, his biggest problem is the fact that if there's nothing to grab, then you can't throw it, you can't attack enemies. That is the biggest problem with it. What you can, but it's such a... you get this little pimp slap kind of thing, psychic pimp slap, which is incredibly short range. And that's the biggest problem of this kind of gameplay, that his main gameplay has, is that it's so short range you're almost guaranteed to get fucking hit if you're using it. Now it's true that you can upgrade it later on and get more weapons. Wow, destroyed those robots. But you can unlock other abilities later on, and one of them is like a ground pound, so you jump into the air and hit the attack button, and he ground pounds, and any enemy that's caught in the shockwave, you know, then gets paralyzed, so that you can then attack him as much as you want. This is another staple of Silver's gameplay. You press the right trigger on those things and it opens a new path forward. I quite like it. Silver medal. Yes, another useless silver medal. You can't catch the bullets, you can only catch the missiles. And the catching the missiles is kind of, I have to admit... Oh, you can catch the electrical shots as well, which is kind of cool. Here's the thing. When Silver's gameplay is done right and the level design suits him, like there's a load of different items for you to grab hold of and all that kind of shit. Oh my god. It works. His gameplay is fun. It's just that the biggest problem that he has is the fact that it doesn't... that very rarely is his level design that interesting. It doesn't utilise his abilities that well. But you know, Silver gets a bad rap. The only problem I have with him is his speed. He's fucking ridiculously slow. And now we're back to Sonic. There is kind of cool little glitch that you can do, which I've seen in other LPs and stuff, where you can use, there's a certain gem that you can get which allows Sonic to just infinitely jump over the rest of the level. You can completely skip Silver's part of the level. And if you do that, the way that they programmed it is that there is, once Silver's part's done, he finds there is another version. There's like Sonic's model is just in the world. But if you do that glitch, then that means Sonic can meet up with. That means you as Sonic will see another model of Sonic, and I have seen it a number of times. Oh shit, there we go. That can be glitchy at times. I have seen it where the Sonic who's sort of standing around just says, "Hey, not bad," which is kind of really fucking weird. But that's the biggest problem with the gems, is that the thing with this game is that it's not a good game, but it can be fun to just see how many different ways you can fucking break this game, and you can just completely and utterly break this game. That's one thing which I don't like, which I don't think happens in any other Sonic game. You can knock other rings away from you by collecting rings which are close by. So if like the rings are fairly close together, you can attack them, and that's the bounce attack really coming into its own. It does a hell of a lot of damage, so that's fairly useful. Nope, not that way, Sonic. Up we go. And I think I die here. I'm trying to remember. Do I die here? I know I died a fair few times during this level. Yeah, death number 1. Perfect 360 into the ground. You're supposed to use the homing attack, the lightspeed dash, but of course, lightspeed dash button is also the bounce attack button, and it's also I believe it's also the homing attack button. So it's like, oh fucking hell! Don't put so many things to one button. And that boost pad switch, yeah, it only just popped in. And that animation there of him on when he has to jump from wall to wall is so fucking crazy. I honestly do like this level for its design and the way that it looks. I think aesthetically it looks quite nice. Well, it's nice in this fucking game. But and I also think that its level design is pretty various and pretty fun to go through. Plus, Sonic does go relatively, well, as fast as Sonic can go in 06, which isn't very that quick, but it's one of the faster levels in the game, which instantly makes it more kind of enjoyable. The only problem I have with it is, you're going to see in a minute, is that it's, you know, look at the timer, man. Look at the timer. We're 11.5 minutes into this game, into this level, and we've only done. We're near the end of the 3rd quarter. So you know, you have a Sonic section, you then have a Silver section, you then have another Sonic section, and then we finish off with spoilers, a Mach Speed section, which is actually one of the none of the Mach Speed sections are really good, but the Mach Speed sections are actually, none of them are any good, but this one coming up, the one for this level, is probably the best one in the whole game. It's most enjoyable and the least bullshit, but Mach Speed sections in general still suck. Still suck very, very badly. And why? I don't know why I'm still continue to use the homing attack on those big guys. I should just use the. This is the biggest problem I have with Sonic06 in general. No, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. This is the biggest. Most annoying part of Sonic06 is the you're shoved into a room with a load of enemies who have, you know, large health bars. Fuck you! Ow! Leave me alone! Kill him. I think I now notice. Yeah, the door's open. Let's go. So now we're on to the final section, which is the Mach Speed section. And I think the Mach Speed section here is actually pretty nice. It looks pretty good. It handles pretty well, and you'll notice I'm trying to be slightly more positive, because you know, at least in the Sonic sections, certain parts of the Sonic section, I do have a fair bit of fun. As hard as that is to admit. I should have got that one up. That's bullshit. Oh shit! I was so fucking lucky there. But yeah, I like this because it makes no fucking sense. The level design, but at least the level design is pretty fun. And here, I think it's coming up. Is it coming up? Yeah, I make a mistake. No, I don't know why I jumped off, but I did, and that, you know, completely fucks up the level. And it's the same problem with Heroes, in that there were a load of like 10-minute plus levels, and they're fun to go through. There is some fun to be had, but you know, it's hard to get the A ranks and the S ranks because of the fact that the levels go on so damn long. Because like if you cut out, say, the last Sonic section and gone to the Silver section and then straight into this, would have been maybe a little bit better. But as a result, I get a shit rank. But I don't care because it's Sonic06. So yeah, the game itself is so that is one of my it's one of the levels I like the most. It's one of the best levels in the game. It's got a good level design, looks pretty nice, and relatively fun to go through. And something's happening. I'm going to give it a little bit of spoiler, because what happens now is we go back in time to before this happens, and the egg carrier crashes, killing Elise and killing Eggman. We go back in time. It is not explained as to what happens as to why the egg carrier is suddenly crash landing. It is never fucking explained in the entirety of the game, which is completely and utterly terrible, because you would think that you should explain this shit.
Elise!
That voice acting, dude, that's fucking awful. Another thing we should point out, where's Iblis? Elise is dead, surely Iblis should be released. And it's probably some kind of circular fucking time loop thing where Sonic has already saved Elise at this point, even though he's here. Fuck time travel.
If we return to an earlier point in time,
suck my nuts.
we'll be able to save
I fucking hate time travel as a trope in most stories. It fucking sucks.
I understand.
Dear, wish I did. So of course, the what is known as the bullshit plot, the bullshit ass pull piece of, you know, bullshit story here. Everyone can use Chaos Control, and this moment I really don't understand.
I can handle this.
Hang on, Sonic. How do you know that this is going to take you to the egg carrier? How do you know it's going to take you into the past before the egg carrier blows up? And why did you hand your Chaos Emerald over to Silver? Surely it would help. Surely it would help more if you kept hold of it. Do you not think? Holy fucking shit. Anyway, we're right at the end of the part now, so join me next time where we'll be going through another level and Sonic will be trying to save Elise from death. So, see you in the next part of Sonic 06.